Neil, my pronouns are he, him. I am the creator of Fey Earth, an indie TTRPG set in an alternate 19th century Earth, where all the creatures from folklore and fairy tale are real, have always been real, and live alongside humanity. I am back here again with the amazing cast of the Damsels in Distress, playing in this wonderful world with some very different characters what you're used to, but enough from me, let's hear from our wonderful cast.
Hi, I'm Maijai Hibbard. My pronouns are they, them. I play Luck-Tana, and her pronouns are she, her.
Hi, I'm Taya Campbellova. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Sylvie Tallock, whose pronouns are also she, her.
I'm Morne Putman-Trimmer. My pronouns are they, them. I play Bardo Doppel. Still don't know.
My name's Lewin. He, him. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I felt sick as soon as I said it. I was too busy being Robert. Lewin. He, they. Better. Robert. He, him.
Robert Elizabeth.
Robert Elizabeth. He, him.
You took over your body.
He took over me a little bit too much there.
Okay, and with that, let us go to intro. Okay, when last we left our heroes, the party had been hired for a job through a connection of luck. Byrne Featherton, a lovely man that she happened to meet through a random instance of happenstance. And he had a friend of his, a colleague in his gentleman's club, Mr. Jonathan Becker, an industrialist and owner of a brass mills who had recently acquired some magitech, that is technology that has been enhanced through the use of magic, some furnaces for his brass mills factory. However, it was discovered that there was something wrong with the furnaces, and whenever anybody got close to them, they were overcome with noxious fumes. Some people nearly died. Baron Featherton had contacted Luck because he had met her randomly and was like, you know magic. This is Magitech. You are a logical connection. And through a series of, I'm going to say, it almost feels like parasocial relationships. The group was formed. They got to the brass mills and discovered, thanks to Luck's enchanted staff, making them immune to poisons and venoms, that there were actually fire salamanders. Small, extremely rare in this northern part of Europe, fey creatures of flame that were inside the furnaces, and it was their poisonous threats that were creating the fumes. Through some good rolls and some charm and some creative thinking, they were able to convince the fire salamanders to leave the furnaces, and they were transported by Luck in horse form, although they wanted to be a bear, to a local barracks that has a new furnace heating system. They have furnaces in their cellar that then pipe hot air through the barracks, and they managed to transport the salamanders there, completely safe, not throwing them in the Thames as Robert had suggested, got paid for their good work, and Robert, having a very nice and heart-to-heart conversation with some of the labourers in the brass mills, discovered that, despite what Mr. Becker had said, he hadn't bought these furnaces from an artificer, but from a very dodgy and disreputable-looking group of people, mostly fey-touched, and one of them happened to be described as being exceptionally tall. That's all they got for the description. They were exceptionally tall, and Luck's sister, who she is looking for, is also exceptionally tall, and she does believe that they are in London. So let us resume to our story.
So we got our pies at this point.
Yeah.
But resuming,
You have your pork pies.
Mm-hmm.
So we
I
would
don't
have got
have a
another
pork
sweet
pie.
pastry.
I got like a savoury herby paste, like bread.
No.
Okay.
I'm assuming that they would have one.
Yeah, sure.
How much was it,
For the bread, we'll say a copper.
Slay?
For the pork pies, 2 copper.
I'm happy
Got my
to pay.
pastry.
How nice is your pastry?
It's like mid.
Okay, 2 copper.
She's not splashed out.
Yeah. You just got 5 gold. You got like over a month's worth
Yeah,
of wages.
I
for
just
a
kind
factory
of think
worker.
money doesn't mean much to Sylvie. She's
No.
just like,
Yeah,
you know, she's just like, oh cool, I've got that now.
yeah. I'll put it in my goblin
Yeah.
purse with everything else. So, what's the plan?
Go talk to Jonathan Becker.
Are we going to establish a plan beforehand? Because I think
Yeah.
you talk and maybe...
But it's Luck's sister.
Okay. Fine, then you
I
talk.
mean,
Well, I just think anybody should talk if they want to talk.
Okay.
We're just having a conversation. I don't.
Cool. So while you do that, I'll go to the furnaces and just have a look, see if there's anything on them that marks where they could be from. I don't talk. You know? Like,
You are quite rude.
yeah, very aware of
Yeah.
that, especially to pompous kids like that.
But you're not going to be able to get back in. They walked us out through a gate.
No, to the...
so you left
furnaces
something
themselves-
behind.
Yeah, no, the furnaces themselves, they're still in the warehouse.
Yeah,
So I'm
but,
going to have a look at the furnaces
but we can't get
themselves.
into the warehouse.
Why not?
Well, there's a guard outside, isn't there?
No, there's workers.
And they'll
The
recognise.
guards outside the barracks.
Oh,
We can
I'm
just go
going.
in.
Yeah.
And I assume Mr. Jonathan Becker will be there. And if he's not,
I mean,
Nah, he left, didn't he?
he left you to talk to the officer that he had
Yeah.
talked to in the barracks.
right,
He left you there. You have no idea where he is now. So he...
maybe we go and talk to...
We know where the.
We know where the Baron might know where he is, or he can get into contact with him.
I suppose.
Or we can just walk around with our thumbs up our asses and hope that we run into him.
Wow.
Wouldn't that be cool if we had that really good luck? Hey, that's me.
What's your name?
Yeah. I've got a spell about luck, actually. I don't think it's going to help.
No.
Right. Well, if we don't actually know where any of the men are, we might as well just go back to the warehouse and all have a look. There might be something you'd miss.
Well, I suppose somebody there might know where he
Exactly.
would go. If he's got an office
So
or
we're
something.
not going to go talk to your friend.
Well, why would he know anything?
Well, he might know where we can get into contact with.
Well, if the first plan doesn't work, then we'll do that.
Okay, fine.
Sylvie's
Sure.
started wandering off towards
Yeah,
the warehouses.
So you head back towards the industrial area to the factory. When you get there, there's it's open. There's like one person just kind of like sitting there, like having a cigarette. They're not doing anything. There's no one else there. The furnaces have gone cold.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm just gonna walk past the guy. If you guys want to talk to him, find some stuff out, you can. But I will just like
I'm going to the furnaces as
yeah,
well.
I'll go to the furnaces.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the guy.
Yeah, so I'll stick with you.
Cool. So we'll go to the furnaces and they go to the
Okay.
guy.
So same with E. You guys are like, oh, all right.
Look, it's us who solved the problem earlier.
You or the furnaces are out.
Yeah,
Mr. Becker's going to be pretty angry about that.
but it means everyone can go back to work and the factory can reopen.
Exactly. They couldn't use them before. You
So-
couldn't get near them.
That was just something we forgot, so...
Do you know where he might be?
Who?
Mr. Becker.
No. Like, normally he'd be here in his office, but the factory's being closed because the furnaces aren't working. So, but now that... Can we just put coal back in the furnaces now and
I
then?
don't see why not.
Probably.
Oh, I guess I better start doing that then, you know? Okay.
And then I'm gonna go join you
Okay,
guys.
and he goes over to a massive pile of coal in the corner and he starts filling a wheelbarrow to start loading the furnaces.
Right, I'm just
Are
gonna...
we going to have a look at the furnaces
Yeah, just have
before he does that?
just have like a look
Yeah.
around, see if there's any like markings.
No, absolutely.
I'm going to
Like,
fully put my head into
yeah,
the
like
furnaces.
inside, see if there's any on the inside. So if you want to look inside, I can look on the outside. and
Yes.
stuff. Yeah. Cool.
I'm nimble enough to kind of like
Yeah.
bend around.
Exactly. You can get in if you really wanted.
I probably could,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, awareness rolls from both of you.
Oh, please, I'm good at this. So
You
just-
are good at this.
So just.
Oh, that's cocked.
Oh, I got a total of 19.
Oh, nice.
Okay, 17.
Ah, okay,
cool.
yeah.
Okay, so, what you spot, so something, artificers like to put their maker's mark on it. It's not a signature, it's usually like a stylistic thing, okay? So it might be, I don't know, satyrs dancing around it, or it could be little dragons or fair, or whatever. Like, there's different things, okay? What you spot looking at this particular set of furnaces is that you spot it's a decoration around the sides of it that looks like stars, like little like star constellations around the sides. So you're like, that could be a maker's mark, okay? Apart from that, the furnaces are now completely inert. They've gone cold, okay?
Nothing like inside them,
No,
like left behind.
no, nothing
I'll
else.
just put my head
It
in
would.
there for nothing.
I mean, you're assuming that the enchantment on the furnaces was tied to the fire salamanders, and now the fire salamanders have been removed. That enchantment is broken. So, but they look like a normal furnace. You could probably chuck some coal in, and it'd be grand. You know,
How much coal would they?
lots, and lots. Which is why a factory owner would be looking like, even though they might like, it's one of these things of like, yeah, it will cost hundreds of gold. You know, maybe what they'd make in a year to buy these furnaces, but then they have them forever and they never have to buy fuel again. You know, within 2-3 years, it's paid for itself.
Right.
You know,
But like right now to light it.
lots.
You don't get paid for this, like
I know, but I'm just like, roughly how many square meters of coal would it be?
I mean, a couple of 100 kilos of coal across the 5 of them.
That's going to cost a lot to move.
What you were planning on casting?
Earth shape?
No.
No. I just wanted to help.
So if you've come over to us,
Yeah.
what do you say?
Nothing, just that he ought to get the furnaces going again.
Nothing else?
Well, Becca's not here because the place is not open.
So his office is empty.
Yeah,
His
he's not
office
there.
is upstairs.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'll go towards the office.
He's not there.
I kind of like, I just keep
don't
standing,
think that's
like,
what
I'm
bartering
sure we have like some sort of like call
I-
or something
I
to like, just to like, in case I see anyone coming, like if I see him coming, I
Like
can
a
go,
bird. Yeah, like a bird with...
yeah, something like
all
that.
that.
Yeah.
What? But what are they looking for?
Just anything about purchasing the furnaces, or any forms of or deeds or whatever they do.
It's not right to go snooping through people's stuff, though.
What if you find your sister from it?
He won't ever know.
I feel like that's worse.
Okay, then step outside and just pretend it never happened.
But I'll know that it's happened.
Okay.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. What?
No, you don't. What's that?
Pretend.
Cool, go.
Alright, I run.
Was that like a bird or something?
Yeah, there's pigeons. There's always pigeons.
I run up.
Fine, I'm going to go sit down and talk to the pigeon.
You go up the stairs up to the office. The door's locked.
I've got pick lock.
You do. So you add a +6 to your dex roll, which is already
Oh, yeah.
4, so that makes it a +10.
Aww.
20. I got 10. Add 10, 20.
Okay, yeah. And within minutes, you hear the tumblers moving and the final click, and the door unlocks. You go inside. It's a fairly simple office, basic table. Like, it's a nice table, but nothing too fancy. There's a nice chair, but not too fancy. And there's a couple of, like, cabinets where he has ledgers and things stored.
Well, specifically we're looking for forms, aren't we? And
Yeah, I mean, I
Maybe
guess
a
so.
few
Just like
ones.
any, yeah. I mean,
Anything in
you know, if anything
reference
goes
to the
missing,
furnace.
things go
Mm.
missing. You know, that's just the way it goes.
yeah, so have a look at those.
I'm talking to the
Say, just look at any pieces of paper. Yeah.
So give me an awareness roll.
12.
So close. Yeah.
You're looking around, but there's so much stuff around here, you're not really... You feel like you need to spend several hours going through his filing systems in the hopes of finding something useful.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm out keeping a lookout, so I guess. Anything?
Want to swap?
All right. Swap places.
Okay.
You're on lookout. I'm
So you give me a look.
worse. I got to level 8. So yeah. So yeah. Any coins at least?
You find a couple of silver.
2 silver. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pocket it. I pocket one of them and then I
Do
go
I
outside
see-
and I give
okay,
you one.
I was
Yeah, I
gonna
pocket
say-
1 silver and I give you the other silver.
Thank you.
Did you not find anything else?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, I can go have a look.
You.
Yeah? Why not? Bardo knows I'm helpful sometimes.
She is.
I'll go off and have a look.
When you're having a look, I'm also in the room, but I'm watching you.
Watching
have a look.
me look.
Yeah, just I'm
Right.
watching you look around, I guess.
So that's awareness. You have an awareness of 3.
Hey, this is, I don't know what that
That's
was
cool.
called. I don't know why everyone was being mean to me. 15.
I'm just watching you.
Yeah, she's just like, she's looking in weirder places than you do, I think.
So
Hiring is rude.
Mm-hmm.
what you do find with your 15 is that he has on one side of the desk, it's like a small little like set of shelves, you know, to put little different pieces of paper on. But as you're like moving it around, you tap it and the bottom panel falls away and you see a small little ledger inside there. And pulling that out, you find numerous different entries for all manner of different things, sums of money. Okay, but the most recent one, the most recent entry is you see J. Beckel, furnaces, and then 450, and a date that was like about 5 or 6 days ago, you know, which is roughly when he said the furnaces were here.
Well, I found this.
Oh, good on you.
Yeah, that's right.
I just kind of put the ledger in my pocket, I guess, and because
No.
it's like it's not a safe.
Maybe we shouldn't take it because he'll notice. Maybe we should copy it out and take a copy with us.
Do you have any paper?
Can I pull out more bark from my goblin purse?
You're in an office. There's paper in the office.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see. If I see you pull it out,
I still do that.
Sylvie takes some more birch bark out.
and then
And
Robert
then-
just leans over and pulls out like a blank sheet of paper.
All right.
Well, I
then.
did only roll a 12. I'll copy it all down,
Mhm.
and then
Right, I'll put it back where I found it. Put the bottom back.
up,
was there anything else in that drawer, like coins?
No.
Oh, we've got silver each, so
Yeah.
it's a success, I'd say.
I've been outside speaking to the
Oh,
pigeons.
You don't have a very enthralling conversation. Pigeons do not have a high intelligence.
Mhm.
They're mostly just saying,
I'm just sort of talking at them.
and then we're like, food.
I'll like,
Food.
I'll make some berries grow.
Food.
And like,
Oh,
can I pat them on the head? Will
They don't let you pet them.
Oh.
They're pigeons. They're feral
they will
rats
bite
of
you.
the sky.
I'm just sat there like, I don't think that they should be doing it, but I don't really know what to do. Hey, you can fly. I don't suppose that you've been able to see anyone really tall who's grey with dark hair or anything. I'm just like talking at them.
When we leave the office, we just catch you.
You find Luck in a full conversation with 3 pigeons that are picking at berries that have just appeared out of the ground.
I give
I make
her,
some like grain grow too, I guess.
I
Is
give
grain good
her
for them?
a light prod with my cane. Just be like, what are you doing?
I was talking to them.
Do they have anything interesting to say?
Nah, they mainly wanted food.
Oh,
That's why.
we found something.
Mm.
Right.
It's we think we know the guy, J. Beckel.
Well, who's that?
Ringing.
Must be whoever supplied the furnaces.
Yeah.
It was dated from around the time they would have arrived.
I copied it all
As we're
down.
moving away from the warehouse.
Yeah,
as
of
we're
course.
doing
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
and
You're
then
moving away from the factory
yeah.
and yeah.
Well, do any of us know it? Do we?
No, but I know who might. The Baron, or at least Baron can tell us where Jonathan is. Or we can just like go around asking people. That seems like
What?
Jonathan Becker.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Jay
It sounds like the
Beckel.
same name.
It does.
yeah. So are you saying he made it and sold it to himself and made himself lose a lot of money?
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm saying.
But if that is
I
that,
liked your thinking.
well, maybe I don't know.
Seems a coincidence.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe it's a fake name.
Maybe it's a fake name.
Do
we know?
I should come up with a fake name. What would yours be?
Luck isn't a fake name.
No. Well, I suppose, I mean, Lucy, but... Ooh.
Your last name's Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Maybe your fake name should be Lizzie.
No, I don't need a fake name.
Is Robert a fake name already?
No.
Do I believe him?
It's up to you. It's up to you if you believe him or not.
Can I roll to find out?
Sure, give me an awareness roll.
Rubbish. 4.
His name's not Robert. That's what you're sure of now. His real name's not Robert, I guess. Don't need a fake name. But
Is Bardo a fake name?
Of course not.
Alright. I just think it would be fun. We should all come up with names for each other.
so, do you know anyone who might know anyone?
I know people.
I know you know. Okay, maybe I should specify this time. Anyone who might know Jay Beckel, or someone who creates furnaces with the star decoration.
May I roll like a?
Well, do you know
Is
anything
that
about
is that
Star?
intellect? Yeah.
Can I roll one as well, just to see if I know anything? Ah.
Yeah, 7.
What are we rolling away?
Right, I roll a 7, but I'm gonna
Intellect.
say
Yeah.
I
So you do know people in the London criminal underworld.
Yeah.
So with time, with your connections,
Yeah.
could probably find out who this person is.
okay.
But in the moment, when you're put on the spot, you
can't
can't
think
think of
of
anybody.
So if
Okay.
he just rolled an 18.
Like, oh, this is the person you were thinking of again.
I'm going to say with that 18, you had heard talk before of a gang. Literally, all you know is that there was a gang operating mostly out of the East End, because that's where all the gangs are, that was made up like entirely or almost entirely of Fey touched. Like, it's not uncommon that there'll be Fey touched in gangs, but this was a gang that was like, they were all or like nearly all Fey touched. And from what you remember, they were pretty tough. They were pretty skilled. And they'd done some dangerous job, but you don't remember any more than that.
Well, there was that group not long ago that
Yes.
was mostly Fair Touch, weren't there? You
Fey
remember?
Touched group, yes. The
Yeah,
group of Fey Touched.
yeah. There were
Yes.
like more of them than I'd seen in any of the other groups.
There was quite a few of them.
And
Yes.
they were really good. I mean, I remember everybody was
They were
like
fantastic.
intimidated by them a little bit, but
Some people were.
bet you weren't.
Of course not.
You're so brave.
Thank you.
Well, I don't remember much else about them, but if they're the same people, I mean, I don't know why they would have gotten involved in the fake furnace business, but I suppose it made them 450 gold, so...
yes.
Where?
They were around the East End with the rest of us.
the East End of London, yes.
So let's just walk around, I guess, and hope for the best.
Could go back to the pub, ask if they've been back anytime.
Pub.
Pub.
Oh no.
Let's go. For the first time, Rob was like, "Yeah, okay, sure. This is a plan I can get behind."
And I think I almost like speed walk, and I don't even have the cane on the floor anymore. I've just got it in my hand.
I'm just like trying to keep pace, but like
Yeah.
it take like
What? That's the telepathy.
It's,
Why would you suggest the pub?
Well, I don't know, it's just where all the gangs hang out. I thought that somebody might have seen them.
So
Sorry.
you took me to a gang pub?
Well, they're really nice. Some of them are my friends. And what I told you was true. Nobody gives you weird looks there except Robert, but I didn't know about him, so...
nobody knows
Are you
about
part
Robert.
of a gang?
Christ no.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've got some good friends there. And I help them with their work sometimes.
What would Trudy say? Gertrude, I mean.
She's just happy I'm making friends.
That was all in
That
our
was
heads.
yes.
I love us both having telepathy as a gang.
Last one
You
next,
also
Robert.
have the lesson.
I do.
But the difference is you are when you cast it, it's obvious you're casting a spell. With their training, they're able to cast cantrips without gesturing or using arcane words. That's the difference. So that's why they're able to have, like, in 12-meter chunks, 12-word chunks, able to have entire conversations and no one knows.
I thought mine was 13 words.
12, 13, whatever.
What's mine?
I think you're right. It's 13. It's 8 plus 5.
But like if I run out of words, I'll just cast it again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it costs you no mana. You can do it without anyone knowing with your restricted caster skills. So yeah,
That's hilarious.
it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
Perfect. Perfect time for a drink.
Perfect time for a drink.
Yeah.
For a cup of tea.
They don't serve tea in this pub.
Can I have some hot water?
Okay, love. Okay.
Thanks. Did they give it to me in a cup?
He comes back out a minute later with a kettle.
Nice. Can I have a cup as well?
Can I try some more of your tea?
Can we have 2 cups? Did either of you want tea?
No.
It was really nice.
We're in a pub.
Yeah, we're in a pub.
2 cups, please.
Hand you the cups, hand you the kettle.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I'll go sit down, and then I'll be like, oh, and I'll go and give him 2 copper.
Okay.
I've
3
never
copper from
seen someone order a cup of tea in a pub.
Oh, she didn't order it. She's gonna make it.
That's, I think,
Pull out my
leaves
leaves
and
and start
worse.
making it.
I think that's worse, actually. That's weird.
It's actually really tasty.
Can I just take a quick look around to see if anyone's just, noticing something?
There's a few people here, not many because it's 2 in the afternoon, but there are some people here. Most of them are keeping their attention on themselves. They don't really look around at other people. There are 1 or 2 people that give some strange glances.
How big is this kettle?
I think it's a kettle-sized kettle.
Is it big enough for multiple cups of tea?
Yes, it is most certainly. It's big enough for a decent-sized pot.
Okay, the 2 that are looking at me. 1 sec, and I'm going to take your cup and my cup. Did you want to try some?
They're going to ruin our street cred. They're going to ruin your street
It's
cred.
really good.
They just turn away from you, drinking their ale.
Well, they were rude.
It's their loss.
You said that nobody would look at me like that.
Well,
Maybe people are looking at you because you're making tea in a pub.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
it's really tasty.
And we're in a pub.
Well, I didn't want to come to a pub.
Then you may leave.
All right, shall we?
After my tea, maybe I will.
Bardo, everyone likes you the best. Maybe you should go and ask about if that group have been in any time soon.
Yeah, good.
I shall.
So you go to the...
I'm going to
that
the-
means I'm left on a table with you 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually
I
want
really
to join
think that
Bardo.
you should
to
try
hear.
it.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's just the 2 of us.
Yeah, I go up to the bartender
I'm just
guy.
standing next to
Mr.
you.
Thatcher, yes.
Sorry?
Mr. Thatcher.
Mr. Thatcher, yes. I've a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Have you perchance seen any groups of Fey Touch around?
He points at you and Sylvie.
Not us. Maybe people in the furnace industry.
What? What?
There were a group who were coming in here not that long ago who were more fair touched than not, which isn't really like anybody else that comes in here. And we were just wondering if you'd seen them recently.
Perhaps goblin,
And a big one.
6'5".
Give me charm rolls.
Mine's 0.
I'm saying, I'll try some of the tea if you try some of the whiskey.
Aw, 16?
That's
11.
it. That's a fair deal. I'll try some of the tea if
Fucking
you try some of the
hell.
whiskey.
Okay, yeah, 11.
I mean, we get different types in here all the time, you know. I don't know if I've seen anybody like that, but I could certainly keep an eye out for you.
That would be good.
A
It was a goblin and a small one and a pretty one
Yes.
and a really big one.
And we're particularly interested in whether this really big one has dark hair, dark eyes, and opal veins.
Like running through their skin.
My thoughts exactly.
I'd remember that.
My thoughts exactly.
Right. Well, just keep an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
So,
Will.
Are you joining both back at the table?
Yeah.
Do you drink that stuff for fun?
Do you drink that stuff for? Do you drink that stuff for fun? That's
This is gorgeous. Have you tried
that's
that?
dirt. That's dirt.
Right.
I think it's
It's a sip of nettle tea.
That's actual dirt.
It's not dirt, it's leaves.
Quite tasty, actually.
Have you tried that stuff?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
That's vile.
What'd you find out?
I've had medicine that tastes nicer than that.
He's seen nothing.
But if
Then
you'll still
I'm
keep an
going
eye
to-
out.
Did you
Right,
ask
then I'll go
about
up to
Jay
the bar.
Beckel?
Then I'm gonna go up to. That's what I'm gonna
No,
do. I'm
I
gonna
did
go up to
not.
the bar and I'm gonna go. Can I get a whiskey and put down a gold piece with it? And just some information about Jay Beckel.
Beckel.
Yeah. An
I
interesting
forgot
name,
about
isn't it?
that
I'm
man.
just-
Yeah, it is. I do. There is a. I know of.
Down a gold piece now.
Beckel. I do know of a. I think it's a John Beckel.
John Beckel. Maybe short for Jonathan?
No, John.
Just John.
Yeah, John
Just
Beckel.
John Beckel.
Yeah. He's fey touched. I think he's one of them forest fey types. You know, his skin looks kind of woody. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's a crew.
Here's a crew.
All fey touched. But I think one of them was a normal human, but the rest of them are all fey touched.
Interesting.
Yeah. They do lots of different bits and bobs, and
We all do.
yeah, no, I think, but what they do is as far as I remember, they do a lot of like smuggling in fake creatures for like wealthy people to collect and working with magic-y type stuff.
Interesting.
I heard rumors that they might be working for some sort of an artificer guy, but why an artificer would go use a gang?
I know.
It doesn't make sense.
Do you know anything about this? Like, do you know their like symbol? Like,
I think that they gave themselves one of these silly names, like
oh yeah.
it was the what were they? The Forgotten Folk or the Lost Ones? The Lost Ones.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what it
something.
was.
It's something like that.
I
It's
don't know.
always
I don't know. I was
something
like, yeah.
that. Cool. Can I get that whiskey though?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no, but yeah.
And do you know round about where they're like?
No.
Where I could find.
Not like
just one
they're out and about.
out and about.
I actually haven't seen him in a while.
Okay.
No, I actually have not seen him in a while now. So but I'll keep.
You're not holding out on me.
Of course not. You know, I respect my patients.
Of course.
Yeah.
I respect you.
Yeah. So but if I hear anything, you'll be the first man I go to.
Okay. Well, you know where to find me.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
When I come back and I just kind of go, you owe me a gold piece.
Why?
Because I've potentially found out information about your sister. So you owe me a gold piece.
You bribed them.
Yeah, of course I bribed them.
Well, I could have done that.
Yeah, well you didn't, and you didn't get the information we needed. So, Jay Beckel does... It is short for John Beckel, but it's not Jonathan. There is a... Thank you. I take the gold piece. So I got a free whiskey. Fuck yeah. Yeah. They might be a part of a gang called the Lost One. The Lost Ones? Lost Ones.
Have I heard about them in any
No,
way?
you have not heard of them at all.
Apparently they have a human. They do have one of my people.
Do you know him?
If I meet him, probably.
Don't think you would.
Well, you didn't know me. I'm a human.
Yeah, but you turn into, like, bears. That's like...
Well, maybe they turn
She
into
only
bears.
turned into the one bear. Wasn't bears.
That's more than what most
yeah,
humans
I've
do.
never turned into a bear my entire life.
You want to?
Absolutely fucking not.
You could turn.
Absolutely fucking not. I'll kill you. I'll attack you. Do not do this.
How would I do that?
Not in this pub.
You
I'm not saying
a
right
visible
now.
target. He would have to make a resolve roll to try to resist your spell.
If I find myself turning into a bear, I will go after you.
What about if I turn you into something else?
And you do get a +5 because of the Amulet of Arcane Protection. You have a resolve of 2, and the additional +3 would give you a +5. against Lux Spellmight.
Cool. Brilliant.
But yeah, B shape is a spell you cast on a target, but normally the target is the druid that is casting the spell.
I could turn
But-
both into birds.
With it, yes, you
think of
could.
making
The range is
cat.
5 meters on that spell.
I would not make a cute cat.
No?
I
You don't want to snuggle up in my lap.
had. You're pushing it. You're absolutely pushing it.
One
I
day,
found the information. Sorry, all the information that's been found has been found by me. So can we just take a fucking break?
Actually, I'm the one who found the thing in the office.
one day you're going to realise that actually it would be well useful if you could turn into an animal.
Yeah.
And you're going to wish that I could be there then.
I highly doubt it.
Nah, I don't think so. I think at every point somebody wants to be an animal.
So John Beckel hasn't been seen for a while. And he informed me that, once he finds out something, I'll be the first man he tells, which obviously doesn't mean anything coming from William. Obviously, we know Mr. Hatcher. It doesn't, I'll be the first man he tells, but Fey Touch, he could tell literally anyone else, and then I'm the first man he tells.
Yes.
Did you not call a Fey Touch man a man?
That's very offensive.
To who?
The fear-touched men.
Are you a Fey Touch man?
No,
Okay.
but I'm a
don't-
Are you?
fear-touched woman.
I'm very touched.
Alright.
Bardo's Bardo.
I'm Bardo.
Yeah.
But yeah, they haven't been seen for a while. The last ones, they've been working with an artificer. Anything else I'm missing?
That they also smuggled fey creatures in as well.
Smuggle fey creatures as well, which could explain the
The salamanders.
salamanders.
Well, that means that there's probably more creatures who are in places that aren't good for them.
Probably doing harm to folk too. They don't
In all
seem.
fairness, the fire salamanders were fine where they were. They were just damaging to humans, to
I
people.
suppose.
Well, they hurt me.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
You don't need to know, so don't worry about it.
All right. Well, did he say anything about the one that might be Luck's sister?
He did not describe anybody who fit the,
Just the wood
description
one.
of looks. The other people
Yeah.
that the worker in the factory described, he did describe as well. Yeah. Well, at least one of them. John Beckel, he did describe, and the man Mitchell in the factory had said, yeah, there was a guy and his skin looked like it was
Yeah.
wood. So he did confirm
That
this is the
this
same
is the
person.
same group.
It's the same group of people, but he
confirmation about the
Maybe-
he didn't give any other details about the other gang members.
Yeah.
Maybe she's with the artificer.
Maybe.
So
It doesn't sound like her to be in a gang.
So it seems like once again, dead end until we get our hands on Mr. Jonathan Becker. And once again, I think the best way for us to get our hands on Mr. Jonathan Becker is going to your friend the Baron.
I just don't understand why he'd know anything.
He knows
That's
Mr.
fine. I'm saying yes. I just don't think he's going to help.
You don't think he's going to get us back into contact with Mr. Jonathan Becker?
I think he'd do that if we just
That's what,
asked.
that's what I'm
Said we were
saying.
interested in artificers and
Alright,
stuff
fine.
like
And he
that.
seems to have an interest in you.
Exactly. You just
you
flutter your
ask
eyelids
him-
and he'll do whatever.
I don't know what you're implying, but I don't think it's very nice.
I'm
You
just
want to find your sister.
Well, yeah.
then do more
Then
because it
do
seems
this.
like we care more about your sister than you do at this point.
That's not very nice.
Once
Well-
she starts doing shit, then I'll take it back.
I did everything at the job.
Yeah, the job that has nothing to do with your sister.
Well, I mean, it might. It's led us to this, hasn't it?
I led us to this.
I've started walking towards the thing very
I'll
sadly.
follow
I
you.
finished my whiskey and then right.
You heading back to Winton's?
Yeah.
We'll say it's about 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. Or say 3:30ish when you get there. You get up to the doors of the club, and the guy you was there before, the same quarter, is like, good afternoon, miss.
Is Baron Featherton here?
I can check.
We'll wait here.
Very good.
It's very important.
Yes, sir. He goes and you've gone.
Is there anyone at the door then?
No, but you can see there are other staff inside the foyer, so it's not like they're like, oh, we're just gonna let anybody. No, there's other guys there as well, you know. And about a minute later, he says, yes, Baron Featherton is here. He's asked me to bring you upstairs to the lounge.
I get very happy walking over the carpet again.
So this time you are staying on the ground floor. Okay, you go past the stairs and then through some doors on the right, and you come to a very, very large space. Okay, there's a very, very large room. You can see there's a bar at one end. There's a man in the green blazers. Loads of very, very expensive looking spirits and wines behind it. Numerous tables scattered about with various different. So like there's probably about like maybe 10 men here. All different. Most of them in their 40s and 50s. All very well dressed. You do actually spot in one corner a goblin. Okay, not Fey touched, an actual goblin. Okay, also like elderly looking, long flowing white beard. With curly white hair, dark tailored kind of very fancy suit, like also extremely well dressed, chatting to some other people. And as you walk in, Baron Featherton sees you all. He's over in the corner, and he waves you over, and he's just sitting at a table on his own.
Head over.
Yeah, I'll join.
Can I grab a drink before I join them?
Yeah, sure.
Whiskey? How much?
Who are you? A guest?
I just point at the Baron.
Baron Featherton. Very good.
So, 3? 3. Cool. Can I get 2 then?
He pours 2 glasses and.
When I get one to Barda, and then we
Okay.
then we go sit and join at the table.
So look, how did it go with Becker with the factory?
Oh, it's great. There were some fire salamanders and we got them out.
Fire salamanders? That's fascinating.
Yeah,
They were
they're
very
really cute actually. They were glowing and everything.
Did they breathe out fire?
No. They sort of breathe out poison.
Oh, that's why people the
yeah.
fumes. Oh, I see.
Can't touch them neither.
Oh, I see.
But it's alright, I'll talk to them and I got them out.
Well, if I know anybody with any problems with magical creatures, you'll be the first person I'll be contacting.
Look,
Well,
was
that
very
actually-
good with them.
That actually might happen.
Why do you
Right?
say what?
So apparently there's some people and they're getting some fey creatures and but they're working with an artificer
I'm
that
going
will
to
I'm going-
Bardo
I'm-
and just be like, should she be saying that
Yeah,
to
I'm
him?
gonna prod you with my cane underneath the
Ow,
table.
what was that for?
Mr. Jonathan Becker, where?
The way Robert speaks.
Where could we find Mr. Jonathan Becker? Because he didn't pay us the full amount.
He what?
Exactly what I'm saying.
Deception.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Please.
charm.
That's a charm, and
You give a charm of 2, don't you? You have a charm of 2, don't you?
I've got a charm of 1. I've
Okay.
got +1 to courage and +1 to intimidation, which
Oh,
is jack shit.
no, yeah.
So a total of 9.
Yeah, he's looking at you and he's like, you can tell he's read right through your bullshit.
Yeah, and it very well that. And I just kind of turn away from him.
He might know something about my sister.
Oh, why would he know anything about your sister?
Well, he might not, but somebody that he knows might know something about my sister. So, but we don't know how to find the person that he knows. So we have to find him to get him to tell us about this person that he probably doesn't want to tell us about, actually. I don't know what our plan is there.
I honestly don't know where he is, my dear, but I can certainly, when I see him, I probably won't see him today, but I will see him before the end of the week. I mean, he's in here at least 3 times a week. So I will certainly see him the next day or 2. And
Do you have an address?
Yes.
Well, we could just go over and say hello.
If you think that would be proper
Yeah.
Why
I think
wouldn't
it'd
it
be
be?
Me too.
to arrive at somebody's
Yeah.
home without an invitation.
Yeah, brilliant.
Well, I suppose we could go over and say that we're here and then say that we can come back. It's just, the faster, the faster we find her, the better.
I understand, of course, my dear. Absolutely. No, I'm not disputing that for one moment. It's just, it's not the done thing to go to somebody's home.
Have you ever had a missing loved one?
No, I cannot say I have. I did lose a dog once when I was a young boy.
That's sad.
Yes, it was. It was very sad. He never came back. I cried for a week.
And you remember how that felt.
Mm.
Now imagine if that dog was your long lost sister.
I hated my sister growing up. We always fought. She was so mean.
And that's why we're saying imagine the dog.
Imagine all that hurt, all that pain, the longing, the wanting, the wanting to hear a scratch at the door, seeing the empty food bowl.
When I would scratch his belly, he would make this little whimpering noise.
As Robert
Think
just
about
takes his
all
hat
those
off and just-
scratches that he doesn't get anymore.
Brandy, he was such a good boy.
You would have done anything to get him back, wouldn't you?
Mm.
So that's why we need this man's address.
Oh, okay. And he gestures to one of the staff, and they come over. He's like, "Give me some paper." And yeah, of course, Bar. And they come back a moment later with paper and fountain pen, and he writes an address.
You hear in your head, what was that?
I told you, Bardo's good with people.
Like it's 53 Grosvenor Square. It's like, you know, posh London. I was like,
Brilliant. Great. I'm happy with that. Cool. Are we done then? Are we
I'm
done?
so sorry about your dog.
thank you, my dear, my lad, my friend. Yes,
Will you be here, like, often? Just we might need some more information.
I'm here usually 3-4 times a week. Yes.
4 times a week. So tomorrow.
Yes.
The day after, maybe.
No.
Okay, so tomorrow, not the day after, but the day after that.
Probably.
Probably.
Hmm.
Cool. Just in case we need any more help, anything.
Of course.
Of course.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. And then as we leave, I go up to the bar and ask for one more whiskey.
They pour it and hand it to you.
I just kind of start to walk out, and I just put it on the closest surface to the exit, I guess.
Unfinished.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I go back. Okay, I ask for 2 more whiskies, and I give you one, and we walk out.
No, I will drink your unfinished whiskey if you're
Okay.
just going to leave it there.
Oh, I've already finished my whiskey. I finished the first whiskey, and then I.
You just said that you left it.
No, I got.
Yeah, finished it
Oh,
on the walk
sorry,
and left
okay,
it.
never mind, sorry.
I can get you a whiskey if you want.
Yeah, go
Now
on.
we're on the way out.
It's a walk and talk. It's a 2 whiskies. 2 whiskies. All right. So go and dress.
Yes.
That was very mean of you. I can't stop smiling. It's not luck, it's me.
I know you want to find your sister. Sometimes you have to break a few social rules.
But you didn't have to make him sad.
It just made him feel for you.
Empathy. Solidarity.
Yeah, Bardo's full of empathy.
I certainly am.
We'll just keep walking.
Cool.
Right. Do we know where 53 Grosvenor Square is?
You know where Grosvenor Square is. It's one of the really posh parts of the city.
Nice.
It's not too far because Winton's is in posh London anyway, so it's like only about a 20-25 minute walk.
Nice.
Like the rich people don't walk; they get hansom cabs and carriages and stuff. But you're poor; you're walking.
Oh, that's not very far.
No.
Right then.
Off we go.
Get you a cigarette.
Thank you.
Nice.
You will need to buy more cigarettes today.
Oh, 100%. 100%. At the end of the, towards the end of the day, once we done, in my mind, after we finish this business, I'm going to get more cigarettes.
Yeah. Well, you have 5 gold, so you can buy lots of cigarettes.
Exactly.
And you're giving me all of. I haven't had any of my cigarettes. I've got a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
me.
But this is just our.
That's your
relationship.
thing.
That's like our
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, no, I get it.
When you run out, we'll open my pack.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. But so yeah, you make your way there. It's a very, very posh part of the city. There's this. It's one of these horseshoe-shaped arches of beautiful terraced houses. You know, really, really fancy. As you're walking along, very, very fancy, rich people in very expensive clothes are giving you all, especially strange looks.
Why do they always focus on me?
Robert's very much walking with hat covering most of his face, so it's there is barely any attention on him.
I mean, I'm wearing quite nice clothes.
You know, I think people can just tell. That's not a bad thing.
Alright.
And so most of the people staring at the disheveled, mud-covered girl walking barefoot, carrying a big staff that looks like it's an actual living tree.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
Mark is still genuinely confused.
So you find your way to the house, walking up the 3 steps, knocking on the front door, and a moment later the door is opened. A woman in her later middle ages, like probably late 50s, early 60s. She has dark black hair streaked with grey, pulled back in a very, very tight, severe bun. Dark coloured, high coloured dress that comes right up to the top. Okay, very, very stern look on her face. Like, yes, may I help you?
Hello, we're here to speak with Jonathan Becker.
And you are?
Oh, we helped him out with his furnaces earlier, and well, there's someone that he might know that we want to get in contact with.
We're close associates.
Is he expecting you?
Yes.
Yes.
Deception.
You as well.
I know,
We're both-
right?
Yeah. Deception,
That's charm.
charm, yeah.
I've got 17 total.
Nat 20.
17 total and that 20.
I also got a nat 20.
24 altogether.
Okay. He's not here right now. However, he will be home in the next 20 minutes.
Perfect.
Perhaps if you would like to come into the drawing room, I can get you refreshments.
That would be absolutely
Thank you.
fantastic.
So you stepping in, this is a fabulous house,
I
okay?
think this is the first time where Robert walks into a building and like takes his hat off.
Oh yeah. Like you
Like,
immediately are
it's
like,
very much
this
well
is,
aware. Yeah.
oh, this house.
Even in the gentleman's club, he
Yeah.
can take his hat off.
Yeah, this is a fabulous house, okay? It's beautiful tiled floor in the hall, okay? And there's fine wooden furniture unit, like it's like a drawer that goes up, and then there's a mirror, you know. And then beside that there's stands for umbrellas, there's boots and the likes.
Are there any plants?
Not here, but when you go into the drawing room, you do see a number of plants in the corners, okay?
I'm going to go around and make sure that they're all at like full health.
They're very healthy. The drawing room is a very, very beautiful room. There's a rich plush. It's like a royal blue carpet. There's a lovely settee sofas. 2 sofas forming an L beside a very nice coffee table. In one corner you see a pianoforte. This is like super fancy. But Bardo, give me an awareness roll.
19 add to 21.
You're getting the feel that as fancy as this is new money. This isn't old money.
Robert's fully leaving like footprints.
So you take your seats a moment later. You're assuming she is the chief housemaid. Comes in carrying a tray, fine china, tea, sets it down, pours it for you all, and she comes back a moment later with a very, very fine china plate with a collection of really, really nice looking fancy biscuits on it.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Is there any
Did you want one?
No.
Is there sugar for the tea?
There is a bowl with cubes.
Or just takes a sugar cube and like eats the biscuit and puts the cube in his mouth.
How long has Mr. Becker lived here?
15 years.
Can I roll?
No, that would, like, he's 43.
Yeah.
So, if he, you know, had, like, new money doesn't mean that he was poor, but it means that he's not from a land aristocratic family, you know?
Oh, okay.
You get me? So, like, yeah, no, that could work, yeah.
Fair enough.
It would mean that he probably got this place sometime in his mid-late 20s.
Imagine owning all this.
Is there a toilet I may use? Just a...
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I will show you.
Yeah, lead
She
the
leads
way.
you to
Can I, like, while I'm walking, just, like, look, as best I can, just have a look around?
Yeah, so when you come back in the hallway, you just pass another very fine dining room.
Oh.
very, very fancy,
Yeah.
big ass table.
Cool.
You know, then towards the back you see a door swings open. It looks like there's a kitchen area here. There's a number of there's a maid and another maid and a cook there busy working away.
Okay.
And then she leads you to right into a washroom, a toilet area.
Toilet area. Okay, so that's 5 people in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I go into the toilet and I close the door.
Mm-hmm.
Anything in there that's like useful.
It's a toilet.
Room. Yeah. Okay. Then Jonathan goes and pisses.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was reading Jonathan. There. Robert goes and pisses. And then when he finishes, is she still waiting outside?
Yes, of course.
So you guys, I guess, have some moments of like privacy to discuss some stuff. If you guys want to, I mean, Robert was the wrong person to go.
Yeah, I'm just that.
What are we saying to him when he meets with us?
We'll just ask who J. Beckel is. John Beckel.
John Beckel.
Yeah, but what if he asks how we know the name?
We overheard it from someone.
Overheard it at the pub.
I don't like that.
Or we overheard it from a worker, but then the worker might get in trouble.
Well, we don't know the worker's name, do we?
No, don't remember which one it was.
No.
All right.
When Robert appears, he like says from a distance, like, lovely place you got here. Just so you guys are aware that I'm returning. Lovely place. Yeah, it's. I don't go to places like this often.
Sorry.
Okay. And he sits back down and takes another sugar cube.
Are you a horse or something?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like a sugar cube? You were a horse earlier.
They're really nice. It's good sugar. Keeps your energy up.
Well, that's what the sugary biscuits are for.
Yeah, and then the biscuits just got extra stuff. The sugar's just sugar.
I think I'll stick to the biscuits.
Sophie just like eats a sugar cube just to see.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah.
So, about 15 minutes after you sit down, you hear the front door opening and you hear the voice of the woman who's talking to you. It's like, oh, sorry, you guess in the drawing room, and they said there, factory, furnace, and you hear the sound of heavy masculine footsteps, and a moment later, Mr. Becker walks in. He stops looking at you all, very confused.
I think when he comes in, I immediately stand up.
Hello, what are you doing here?
Well, I don't know if Baron Featherton has told you anything about why I'm in London, but we think that maybe you might be able to know something that might help.
I doubt that.
We've heard that you know someone that knows someone that I'm looking for.
Lux lost her sister.
I see. And how could I possibly help with that?
Where did you get the furnaces from?
I got them from a industrial supplier.
Robert starts kind of like walking, like just like not getting closer, but just kind of like circling around just to, and like, keeping an eye on everything, but pacing nonetheless.
What was the name of the supplier?
Why do you want to know?
Well, because we think they might have some information about Luck's poor sister here. We need to know the name of the company, surely.
Do you believe that her sister is employed by the company?
Maybe.
Perhaps.
In a way.
Okay. They were called McDonald's.
I haven't heard of that company before.
Do you know many industrial suppliers?
I know lots of industrial suppliers.
Barda knows everything.
Well, then perhaps you could know where her sister is.
Yeah, but you've done business with them.
This is what I'm trying to say. I know the companies, but I don't know which company you have supplied from.
I just told you, McDonald's.
Why are we
But that's
talking about
not
companies?
A company.
Of course it is. So I got the furnaces off.
Are you sure you didn't get them from Beckel?
And when you say that, his face, there's a look.
I think at this point,
I rolled a 1. There's a look, okay? It's like everybody sees it.
A John Beckle, mayhaps?
I don't know who you could possibly mean. I've never heard of such a man.
I start kind of, instead of pacing, I just start walking directly towards him, like staring, like not saying anything.
He takes a half step back and he's like looking nervous now. He's like,
You're trembling.
no, not.
You're trembling.
I'm
Who is John Beckle?
don't know who you could
Don't
possibly
lie
mean.
to me.
I think you should all leave. Yes.
Okay, now I don't want to come across as wrong, but it's very clear that you're lying. And I could make you do it, but I really don't like doing those spells.
Wait, you could-
So I'd rather you just told us.
What?
Just make
What?
him
What?
do it. If
What?
you,
We're not leaving.
yeah. Sorry, if you could just do. Sorry, like if you,
You
could
have
just do
Sylvie
something,
in your
do
head,
something.
less the telepathy, just going, do it, do it,
Just,
do it.
like
do
if
it,
you could do
it.
something, just do it. We could have missed.
For your sister.
Yeah.
For the sake of your sister, you can
I
do it.
don't like doing it though.
If you're not
Let's
gonna.
see if I can convince him
What
first.
are you doing?
I'm trying to convince him to tell us the truth.
So that would be a charm roll.
What does this do?
That is an amulet of fortune. You can
can
re-roll an
re-roll a
ability
roll.
check, and you add
My magic.
magic.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, no,
do
it's
that.
your resolve a number of times per equal to your magic.
My first one was 14.
So you're trying to persuade or intimidate.
Persuade.
He's not looking persuaded.
Can I try it again with your stuff?
You can just re-roll. The amulet of fortune allows you to re-roll.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a 14. Plus my charm
Yes.
makes it 16.
Plus 5 is
Plus
21. What do you want to know about him? Who are you going to tell?
No one. I just want to find my sister.
She's telling the truth.
If I tell you, will you leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, we will.
We will.
I just kind of give you the look
Yeah,
as in
it's
like,
just, like how far are we put? Like
Yeah.
Robert's very willing to go. Like, look, I'll shoot it in the knee. Like, you know.
So, his name is, as I said, John Beckle.
Mm-hmm.
I was introduced to him by a man who works in Winton's.
the name of this man.
Frederick Clipper. He's one of the managers there. I'd mentioned that I was looking for. I was inquiring about getting Magitech for my factory, and he said that he knew people with connections that I could get it for less than normal because they were not normal.
And
Because they had
Fairness,
salamanders.
yeah. And the lesson you learned from that was, don't do that because now you have no furnaces.
Oh, yeah, they're stone cold, by the
Yeah,
way.
they're not working
Yeah.
anymore. So
The
yeah.
salamanders don't just make fire, they make poison.
Yeah. So you were
You were
you
poisoned
were very
by
happy to kill your
salamanders.
men. It sounds like,
I didn't know there was going to be those creatures in it.
but you were willing to take the shortcuts.
I thought that I was happening to get my hands on some Magitech that had happened to come into the possession of men from an artificer who had made it.
Okay. And the artificer who made it.
I think
I
we're
don't
getting
know.
off topic here.
I don't know. It was all dealing with Beckle and his gang.
So we're looking for.
How do we
Frederick
find it?
Clipper.
We have to go to Frederick.
I don't know.
Well, how did you find it?
Yeah. How,
I contacted. I was speaking to Mr. Clipper, and then he gave my details to Mr. Beckle, and then Mr. Beckle contacted me.
Oh right, let me go find Mr. Clipper.
What does he look like?
He's one of the managers in Winton's.
We can find
We'll
him.
find him.
All right.
Thank you, you've been very helpful.
just before we leave, put the hat on and say, just remember, we know where you live, and I'll walk and then walk away.
I'll shake his hand and leave.
I made sure all your plants were nice, and I'll walk out.
You guys
He's
are
just
seriously
eating a
running on
biscuit.
street cred.
So I guess we head back to. Was it Winton?
Can we stop off at a shop on the way? I'm running out of cigarettes.
I know. I've
How
got,
many
I've
of
got
those
some.
things do you smoke a day?
They don't smell very nice.
They smell awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why'd you do it if it costs
Nice.
money? And is it?
Yeah. I want one.
No, thank you.
Back to Winton's. I keep going to say back to White's.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go back.
I guess we'll go back then.
I deliberately made a fictional gentleman's club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you head back to the club. Okay, it's only a 20-minute walk because you're in posh part London. And when you, like, back again,
We're looking for Mr. Frederick Clipper.
it's Clipper. I'll see if I'll get him.
Thank you.
So the porter goes in, and he comes back like 2-3 minutes later with a somewhat confused looking man. He's mundane human. Looks like he's in his early 30s, average height, slender build. He's got dark hair, which is like slicked back, and he's got this like pencil thin mustache. Okay, very pale complexion and blue eyes. And the porter like points at you. I was like, there you always like. And he comes in. Yes, can I help you? Can I help you?
Sorry, real quickly. You've been an awful help to us, I say to the other guy, and I like pull out an acorn and I give it to him.
And then I give him a copper.
Thank you. He just pockets the acorn and the coin.
Mr. Clipper, I think that you know somebody that we're... I've gone into Talia's voice.
Well, look, Kira's is looking for somebody, and we think you might be able to help.
I'm bad at this.
We're looking for a Mr. John Becker.
Never heard of a John Becker.
Liar.
Yes, you have.
I've never heard of a John Becker.
A J Becker.
Beckle.
Beckle. My mistake.
Sorry?
John Beckle.
J. Beckle. The artificer.
The Lost Ones?
Artificer.
He's not an artificer, he's part of it.
The only artificer I know is Mr. Aldous in the club.
Okay, and he's in there now.
I don't believe so. I believe he was in there earlier.
I don't think that's
And he's
who
not
we
the
want.
one that sold Mr. Becker the furnaces. It's not the same artificer.
What furnaces? I don't. What?
The furnaces
Can we
you got.
like to get a read on whether he's lying?
He's
or us?
100% lying.
Yeah.
I'm not rolling for it because I know.
I'm
I know.
rolling.
17.
Something
What is it?
else.
Charm?
Awareness.
Intellect. Awareness.
Robin
18.
believes he's lying, so I'm just not rolling for it.
Yeah, he's definitely. There's something shady going on here. 100%.
Sophie rolled an 8, so she's like, all right then.
Now I don't want to go through this again with another person.
But you didn't have to do it before, so it makes it okay now.
I'm gonna...
Now I have ways of making sure that you're telling us the truth. Because I know that you're lying and I'm not going to get you in any trouble. I just want to find me sister.
I don't know what you could possibly mean.
Do we really have to go through all of this?
I think you should possibly leave. Yes, very good.
I'm only going to go back to Mr. Becker and bring him with us to make you tell us.
How much
For what?
for you to tell us?
$5 gold.
Well, I started today without 5 gold. I can end today without 5 gold.
No, it's my sister. I'll do
put
it.
one in as well.
I'm not putting anyone towards this. This is not the method I'm wanting.
I'll give him the 5 gold. And if anybody else wants to give me gold,
I will give you one of mine.
No, I'm alright.
I'm alright, yeah.
No, I didn't think so. I thought Sylvie
Yeah.
might.
Yeah.
There you go. 5 gold.
So we're done with the whole jumping around circles. We can.
Yes, I know, Beckle.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I've
what I
helped
thought.
them with a couple of people in the club looking for ways to use magic in their factories and the likes cheap. I don't know where he lives, because why would he tell me that?
But you've got a way of contacting him.
So the best way to contact him would be to go to the Black Swan in the East End. Now, Sylvie, you know the Black Swan. Your Aunt Trudy told you never go in there. This is one of the roughest, most dangerous pubs in London.
Have we been there before?
Yeah,
You guys have been there, yeah.
Okay.
Okay? So this is you'd have some gangs and stuff that would use the rusty anchor, but the Black Swan is like, no, you were told by your Aunt Trudy, you never go in there. Okay? Ever.
Okay.
Go to the Black Swan, Archie King, he runs it.
Who? Archibald.
Honestly, if you stay there for a couple of hours, you might even see him. I mean, Beckle's hard to miss. He's some sort of forest Fey touched type thingy, and I don't know. But his skin looks kind of like a tree.
Like
Would I know
mine.
what kind of...
You're thinking maybe dryad, possibly.
Like bark, like a tree.
Like bark.
Yeah.
Yeah, wooden.
Hmm.
And
Anyone else that hangs around?
He's the one I deal with.
He's the only one you've ever met.
He's the only one from his gang that I deal with. He's the only one from his group that I deal with. Yeah.
Fair enough.
You haven't met anyone else. Just one final clarification. No
He's-
one
Not
else.
met any
Just-
really tall women with grey skin.
No.
I mean, in your free time.
No. Sorry.
Well, you've been a wonderful help.
Thank you.
Bye.
Enjoy your 5 gold.
Bye.
That was an expensive tip.
Yeah. So maybe stop being nice. This isn't because we're gonna go somewhere very dangerous, and if you're like this, and if you're like this, we are going to get in trouble.
I don't
What do
know.
you mean?
No tea.
No tea.
How else am I supposed to make friends with them?
You buy alcohol.
I'm not drinking
Then
that.
don't drink
You
it.
don't
Just
have
buy
to
it.
drink it.
Just buy it and have it in
We'll
front
drink
of you.
it.
Yeah. It's very simple. You buy yourself a drink, and then once I finish my drink, I'll go it down, swap it out.
Mm-hmm.
Just having a drink there makes you more approachable. This is, you guys, credit to you. You have some uses. That's the nicest thing I've ever said to people like you.
He's never
What
said
do you
anything
mean,
as nice
people
about
like
me.
us?
Don't, come on, let's stop this. Ugh.
I
You
don't
make it
understand
so-
because you're acting like we're the same thing, and no offense, we're not the same thing.
We're
There's nothing
not.
offensive about it, but we're not the same.
I'm going to go stand and have a cigarette.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
I'm going to step away. I'm going to have a cigarette. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to try this again. I step away and I come back and I can have a cigarette.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Explain it better.
I'll do my best.
And I go off to the side and I start having a cigarette and you can just kind of see me kicking rocks like fucking, I'm pissed.
How far away are you?
Far enough away.
Okay.
He's an acquired taste. And Sylvie, we're friends, aren't we?
I don't know if I should go to the Black Swan.
Why?
Trudy says I should never go in there because it's very dangerous and it just wouldn't be good. I don't think she'd be very happy if she found out.
But you got me. Have I ever let you down?
Well, no, but I've never been in the Black Swan before either.
I have. I know how to protect you, and you know how to protect yourself. He's rude. He's very rude. But he's
Why
also
does
right.
he have a problem with us and not with you?
Because I'm good at what I do.
Well,
And I
I'm
know
good
that
at
you-
what I do.
And I know that you need to prove that to him.
I don't think that he would respect anything that I do.
It's just odd going into a pub and drinking tea. If we wanted to drink tea, we would go to a cafe, but we're at a pub.
At this point, I finish my cigarette and I'll come back and right. So, Bardo's going to do most of the talking.
You're not going to say a word.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Yes.
I'm very aware of this. When it's just us two, we do very well.
We do.
They
We've done very
agitate
well
me.
so
I
far.
know
They
they do,
agitate
but
me.
we're part of their
I'm-
group now.
I
They're not
was
going to
think-
drink any tea.
I was thinking when I was having that cigarette, I'm not even getting paid for this. You know?
We'll find the money.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that these people have a lot of money,
They will.
and so
Like we're just standing watching this.
and so I'm really trying.
I know.
And if we find a sister, cool. But They make it so difficult.
I know.
Okay, so I look intimidating, you do the talking, and they also shut the fuck up too. Because as soon as they start talking,
Okay.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And once we find our sister, we'll do a nice big robbery.
That's all I wanted to hear. Thank you.
Now close your mouth. Close your mouth. Your mouth is already closed. Well done.
Thanks.
Let's go to Black Swan.
Okay.
Sophie's kind of dragging behind, I think, as we're walking there.
Okay. So it takes you over an hour to get there. Okay. But you do.
Is there anywhere on the way I can buy my own cigarettes?
Of course you can.
Yeah, how much would that be?
Say I don't know.
It was
We'll say 5 copper for a pack of
I'm happy
like
with that.
20 or something.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super. So yeah, you do finally make your way to the Black Swan. Okay.
I promise Trudy's not going to find out that I was here.
I promise.
I could turn you into a mouse if you want.
Can you? I've never been a mouse before.
You can just like.
Can I go in your pocket?
Yeah.
All right.
Most people haven't been able to before, can I just say
So
it?
I'll
Cast B shape.
I'll cast B shape and I'll make her into a mouse.
Okay.
A little. It's a white mouse, but it's like kind of tinted blue.
Nice. So we runs in a few little circles before you pick her
I'll
up.
put my hands down.
Jumps in.
And I'll like put you in my
Before we go
pocket.
in- Just before we go in, I just want to
Cozy.
establish just like what each of us are doing.
Just to clarify here, in your mouse form, I'm giving you the same stats as a rat.
Nice.
You have a defense of 19, and you have 1 grip point.
Nice.
But like if she gets hit, she just turns back
She
into.
just turns back
Nice.
into a human.
I'll like pick you up. Don't get hit. You'll turn back into you straight away. So don't run under anybody's feet. No.
To clarify, you stay quiet. You stay quiet. I ask for Mr. John Beckle. If he's not there,
If you say
I
the wrong
asked-
name again, should I
I
tell
will-
you?
yeah. You may open your mouth to correct me.
All right.
If I cannot find Mr. Beckle,
Mhm.
I will ask for Mr. Arthur King.
And I
Is it Arthur or?
Archie.
Archie.
Yeah.
Archie King,
King.
my bad.
So Archie King, Jonathan Beckle,
No, it's not Jonathan. It's just John.
Jay Beckle, Jay Beckle, Archie King, mouth shut, eyes open.
Correct.
All right.
So we puts her head down in your pocket.
I guess the mouse can't say anything.
Don't forget about no tea.
No tea.
Fine.
Let's go in now.
So you get to the front of the pub. It's a dingy looking shithole. Okay.
The windows
Are covered in dirt and grime. It looks like there's probably virtually no natural light getting through here. There is a what was once a painted sign of what you're assuming was a black swan. It's hanging off of one chain. The other chain is broken as it blows in the wind. It's just like this black, roughly circular smudge in the middle. You pull open the door. It of course squeaks as you come into this room. There's a couple of tables, maybe 5 or 6 tables. It's mostly people would be standing around. It's not that big, only probably about like 5-6 meters by about the same. And there's a small-ish bar at the back. Looking around, you see 4 people sitting around, all 3 sheets to the wind. It is later I think at this age it's probably about 6 o'clock. So it's quiet. All 4 of the people that you see are like some of the scariest, roughest looking people you've ever seen in your life. Okay. One of them is like slumped over, passed out entirely, drool coming from the sides of their mouth, their glass or their pint spilled onto the table. And you see there's a man standing behind the bar, mid-50s, average height, very lean build, with short cut grey hair and clean shaven, and a simple inner shirt with dark grey woolen waistcoat. As you can also see, is this nasty scar running along his chin under his lower lip. You recognize this man as Archie King. He's the proprietor. He's like, Bardo?
Archie? How are you? Business doing well?
Whiskey. How much is that? Usual price?
User price.
Oh, I have to give you a silver for that. Cool, thank you very much. And how much change is that?
7.
7, brilliant.
Very well. We're here to speak to a Mr. John Beckle.
What do you want to see Beckham?
We have some questions for him. We think he may be involved in something that we're interested in.
You're interested in the same stuff that Beck and Isker are interested in.
I most certainly am.
You're catching unicorns, are you?
I keep
Have
my
I
mouth
ever
shut.
seen a unicorn?
No.
I keep my mouth shut and I just kind of do this, like, and not say anything. And just
Yes.
I left the telepathy to
The mouse.
the mouse. I really want to see a unicorn.
You cannot reply because you cannot cast the
Okay.
spell in your mouse form.
The mouse just like sits there in your pocket, like snuggles in a bit, like.
Well, he will be here later on this evening, I know that.
Very well.
take a seat.
We'll take a seat then.
Okay.
2 more whiskies, please.
Okay.
Can I have a water?
No.
Oh.
You would actually not want to drink water from this
Yeah, you
establishment.
don't want
Yeah.
that.
You would die.
If you look
I'm
at
sure I could clean it somehow.
How much do I owe you?
It's 6 copper for the 2 whiskies.
2.
when
I'll
you say
pay.
words, if you look at me like I'm straight.
No, you actually don't want to drink the water from,
Yeah.
from this
This is-
establishment. You would actually...
I will do lesser telepathy, being like, no, that's worse than tea.
Yeah. Way worse.
And then I'll let the telepathy back. I was going to illusion it to look like ale.
It still wouldn't. I can't say anything because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I just kind of
Yeah,
look
you
for a table.
probably would have gotten cholera.
Yeah.
Alright.
That was a very common thing in Victorian London. Okay?
I'll look for a table.
Yeah, not hard.
Yeah.
You find a table near, there's a small fire, there's a couple of coals on it, it's burning, not giving off much heat, not giving off much light. This is a very dingy, very dark pub. There's a couple of candles around to offer some light because, as I said, very little light's actually getting in through the filthy, disgusting, dirty windows. Over the next hour or two, it does fill up with more and more ne'er-do-wells. Like every single person that comes in here, you're pretty sure if Sylvie was not in their mouse form and could see them, would be like screaming and squealing and exclaiming with every person because they're just looking scarier and scarier. You're like, I should have listened to Aunt Trudy. I should've."
Sylvie's actually not looking, like she's just in your pocket. She's
Ooh.
just
I've like got my hand on you.
cute.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
She's not put her head up.
I'm like scared and you're my comfort.
I've just brought another whiskey because it's been like I am drinking, but like I'm slowly nursing it because I'm here for
Absolutely,
business.
yeah, of course, I understand. So,
I keep sending you updates of what people
Nice.
look like, being like, that one's really scary.
after approximately 2 hours, okay, you see a man enter
3 hours
Yeah.
left.
the establishment. He's mid-20s, tall with a muscular build. He has a thick, curling mustache with short cropped hair and a simple linen shirt, and wears this really heavy kind of leather travel coat, kind of similar-ish to the kind of coat that Robert wears, okay? But his skin looks like, when you look at him, his skin, not all of his skin, but much of his skin, the backs of his hands and his arms and up the sides of his neck, has this really weird, like, woody texture. It looks almost like bark, okay? You can see he has a dagger on his right hip and he has a cigarette slowly burning from his mouth. And he has a face of like, yeah, this guy's nose has probably been broken about 20 times. Scars across his knuckles. This guy is clearly been in many fights and looks like he knows how to handle himself. As he's coming in and he nods at Archie, slowly walking up. By the time he gets to the bar, there's already a glass of whiskey for him there. And as he's sipping at Archie's glancing at your table.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just out of anything, just
I give you a little smile.
I do nothing actually. I want to keep a. Is there anyone? Did he come in by himself?
Yes,
Fully by himself?
fully by himself.
And did anyone kind of like?
A few people spotted him and
Yeah.
nodded to him, but these people don't talk to each other.
No.
You know, it's that kind of a place.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
So they're just talking and looking at.
you see he's chatting. He looks like he's briefly chatting to Archie, to the barman, and then he turns around. He's just slowly looking around the place, and he does very quickly stop and look sitting there with your tree resting beside your chair.
I've not let go of it.
Yeah, making quite.
That's worse.
Yeah, you stand out significantly. And turning back, he says something to Archie. And
In my
points
head,
at Rogue.
everybody's really dark, and then I'm just like very bright and colourful.
Yep, I think that's kind of.
Even though everybody else has like colourful skin, I'm the colourful person.
Yes, the mundane human is actually the most colourful and sparkly. He's not doing anything though.
You should approach. I'll keep an eye out from over here. Make sure they don't do anything stupid.
Very well. Pick up my cane, walk over.
And the whole time I'm like, I very much am like, but still kind of like looking from a distance, but like watching and like watching between Luck and watching between the two of them, making sure Luck doesn't do anything stupid, making sure nothing bad's happening over there, making sure Luck isn't doing anything stupid, making sure nothing bad's happening over there. Don't do something stupid.
You just say, Robert keeps looking at me and it's really weird. And you have no idea that.
No, I'm still looking.
So you slowly walk up to him, stopping in front of him, and he just looks at you, and he doesn't say anything.
John Beckle.
He wants to know.
I do. My name's Bardo. You were previously in business with a Jonathan Becker.
Don't know who you're talking about.
I mean, I can't hear what you're saying. This is Rio shaking his head.
I don't know what to say.
If you don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I walk up and just kind of. If I see.
So, hold on. You leave Luck on their own.
I don't know! Christ!
We need some more bribery.
Yeah, okay. No, I do know what to say.
Yeah, you do know what to say. You want to. No, I'm not going to give you anything else. You got this.
Give him a gold coin.
As if he deals in something as measly as 1 gold coin.
That's more where that came from.
And what do I have to do to earn this?
Tell me about, the lost ones.
Just a bunch of close friends. Grew up in the orphanage.
You don't sell anything?
Everybody makes a living. Doing things. Get by.
Do you have any giants in your group?
No.
No?
No.
No one 6'5"?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Give another gold coin.
Takes it.
Well,
Thanks.
You said giant, not giant lineage.
Yeah.
giant lineage.
I have an eclectic group of friends.
And you have someone who is a woman who is 6'5", dark hair, dark eyes, opal veins.
My friends respect their privacy. I respect my friend.
I get that. See, This woman is my friend's sister. Well, we think she might be her sister, and we would like to reunite them. Have you ever lost a family member or a loved one?
My friends are my family, because my family's all dead.
And if you lost one of your friends, how would you feel?
I'd kill whoever was responsible.
So you know how serious this situation is, Ben?
I have to keep all my friends safe, including from family members that they mustn't want to talk to.
And why would they not want to talk?
Because if they did, your friend wouldn't need you to go look for them.
Would you like to meet my friend?
No.
May I meet yours?
No.
I'll do a favour for you.
Something tells me I wouldn't be interested in your favors.
Why ever not?
I'm a very busy man, with lots of very particular endeavors that require very specific skills. And all the skills I need, I have from my friends.
Very well.
Are you coming back to us?
I'll give him a nod. Turn back.
Pockets the 2 gold you gave.
Yeah. Well, that was fucking intense.
Still, I guess I'm still kind of looking because I can't help it, and I'm like, what'd you find out?
Well, he was very reserved.
Yes, obviously.
Yes.
Yes.
But I have a feeling that this woman might be your sister.
Well, how do you know? What did he say?
He said that they wouldn't need me to talk.
They obviously don't want to talk to their family.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. He said that his friends are his family and that he protects them, and that if your sister wanted to talk to you, you wouldn't need me to be doing your biddings.
Why wouldn't your sister want to talk to you, Luck? Have you done anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But he's absolutely right. I don't need you doing my bidding for me, and I'll walk towards him.
Oh god.
Okay, excellent.
Oh no.
Oh, you.
The mouse in your pocket like tenses with me.
So, yeah, you walk up to him, standing in front of him.
I give you the most
Staff in
fearful
hand.
look.
I'm like, my hand instinctively has just gone to
Yeah.
my waist, and I'm just still staring.
God.
What's in his hand?
Hmm?
What did you say in his hand?
Standing there in front
Oh,
of
I'm
you, your
sorry.
staff in your hand.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right that I don't need somebody to be doing my work for me, and I just want to know that she's okay. If she doesn't want to talk to me, then that's all right. I just don't know what's happened. Sir. Look, we don't even know that it's the same person. I would just like to know if this lead is a dead end like all the others, and I'll be on my way. You don't scare me.
And he looks at you with an incredibly threatening look on his face.
I'll stand up taller.
He is taller than you.
Yeah, not taller than him, but like taller than I was.
It's an interesting staff. I'd not be able to pay quite a lot for something like that.
I don't know. It was a gift.
My gift. That was very generous.
Right?
I don't like this. Yeah.
What about it?
I work and trade with magic. That's definitely magic.
Right.
Well, do you need any help with anything?
I have a good crew of people. Wide variety of skills. Fast, clever, strong.
Well, you didn't say that you've got a healer.
You're not suited to my world. You wouldn't last a day.
I'm tougher than I look.
You don't look very tough.
Well, exactly. Sometimes that's an advantage.
Not where I go.
I'm sure sometimes having somebody go in who looks measly would be awful useful for you.
I think at this point, very much like Robert's feeling uneasy, so it's just like, right, I'm done. He finishes his whiskey and he kind of stands up and starts walking towards you guys, and it's just kind of like, right, I think we're done here.
No, I've not heard anything
I
yet.
think we are done.
Mouse
Aren't we right?
back
Aren't we done
in
here?
the pocket.
We're completely done here. No more business to be done.
I think you should listen to your friend.
There is nothing
I think
else.
you should be kinder.
The mouse is like headbutting you in your pocket.
Okay, well, I think everyone should be kinder, and I think people should be smarter, so I think we should leave.
Fine.
Let's go outside. And I kind of grab you by the arm and start, like, going. Yeah, dragging you out. I'm like, I look at you from inside and I'm like, you can either stay here or you can come outside, but I was just like, right now, she needs to be out here. You can stay in here and figure out other business. But, like,
No, I was just kind of muttered to myself, like, I told them both to shut their mouths and then follow.
I didn't do nothing. I
No,
was a
you
mouse.
I think when you go outside,
When we're out, I like poke my head out of your pocket and I'm like, as much as a mouse can.
That was fucking scary.
so, what'd you get?
Nothing.
You got threatened.
You weren't that scary.
Can I know you said the windows were blackened out, but is there any, like, points where
I'm gonna say you could just about make out.
Yeah.
Roughly, yeah.
Is he talking to anyone? Is he looking?
It looks like he's turned around and he's talking to Archie again.
I don't like that. I do not like that.
Why didn't Archie put in a good word for us?
It's because
He liked me staff.
that's a terrible thing to hear. That's awful. A man like him shouldn't say that. Okay, so we're gonna get robbed walking tonight. Fuck. Fuck. Oh. Robert's really just kind of realizing, like, it doesn't matter what he does now. He's lumped in with this group
Yes.
of people, and he's making no money.
Well, do you think if I gave it to him that he would help me?
Not worth it. Not worth it. It's absolutely not worth it because you just give it to him and he'd say thanks.
Well,
He said
no.
that when I gave
I'd
him
go
the
in and
coin.
make an offer. I'm not just going to hand it over.
He won't accept the offer. He'll just take it. Because he can.
I don't know.
I'm down 2 gold coins.
I think... Fuck. I walk back in. And before I walk in, I'm like, just stay. Just here. I'll be just a minute.
What are you going to do?
Just a minute.
Well, I could, fine, I won't help then.
I just kind of walk in and I buy him a whiskey and I buy myself a whiskey. And I say, my friend's not from around here.
Clearly.
Clearly. They do not understand proper etiquette. I was born here. I understand the way this place works. Just as the way you do, I assume. Yeah, of course. I'm sure they said a lot of things that they shouldn't have said. Oh yeah, they chat. They have very much so. Oh, I'm angry just thinking about it right now.
They're gonna get themselves killed.
Yes, yeah, and unfortunately, I find myself to be in their employ.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is there anything I can do just to make things smoother? Whiskey is of good faith.
Just make sure she doesn't interfere with our business.
Of course. And I'm sure we'll cross paths again because I'm for hire. Mm-hmm. You know, so I'm sure
In what way?
there'll be some other businesses that I'll be involved in. So quite frankly, do not take this business personally. I am just currently hired by them right now. So we good? I put my hand out. I shake his hand.
Shake your hand.
And I leave. And I walk out and I go, I feel fucking sick. Jesus fucking Christ. We might not get robbed tonight.
Thank God.
But I got no more information.
Fuck.
So I guess we just have to follow him and see where he goes when he leaves it tonight. What the fuck else are we gonna do? Fuck, I bought 2 whiskeys. God damn, I'm out of copper.
Okay, so what is the plan?
Wait outside.
Wait in the shadows like Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah,
Yeah.
real life cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Sophie's still a mouse for a bit.
You've got, what, 2.5 more hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
of being
That's
If
the
we're
problem.
insects, we can follow him much more easily without being noticed.
Well, this
I
is my
can-
point.
Okay,
You can't say
Insect-
that.
Yeah, but
insect legs are much shorter than people legs.
But
They will
flies
just-
are very fast.
I am not. I will find any other solution to this.
I
find,
just think that you're being stubborn because I actually think that this is the best way for us to be able to follow him and for him to not know that we're there.
This is the first idea you've come up with.
If
Let's-
Bardo says that it's the best idea, you're going to have to do it.
You have something else you can do, right?
I can control shadows.
That's what we're doing. That
For
is what
how
we're
long,
doing.
though?
That's fine.
There was a but.
There's always a but. Then we just don't have. Well,
I mean, it is quite dark. You could,
Yeah.
in theory, just hide.
just hide and then just.
I just think it's a lot easier to hide as an insect.
I am not being an insect.
How much longer do you suppose he's going to be in there for?
All night.
It's about 8, half 8.
Oh, for so much longer.
Yeah. We got out at 2:30.
Yeah, so. Long.
If we get turned into an animal, maybe something less easier to crush than an insect.
All right, like what?
Please do not entertain us. I am begging you.
I could turn us all into different things. We could have a cat and a rat and a moth.
Oh, it is. Sorry, I should have specified. You can only change into vertebrates.
Yes.
So you cannot change into insects and moths. Sorry, I should have said that. Apologies. But a rat.
But I could, okay, I take back. I can't turn us into insects.
Yes.
I can turn us into anything that's got the skeleton on the inside.
Yeah, a rat.
We could be rats.
Lots of rats in this
Pigeons.
part of
There are
the
lots
city.
We could
Rats,
we could be
pigeons.
pigeons.
Yeah.
We could be a raven or a crow. They'd hide in the dark. You could be a black cat if you wanted to.
I absolutely do not want this.
You trust
This is.
Robert.
This has been the worst 48
Robert.
hours of my life.
You trust me, right?
Sometimes I wish I didn't.
What did,
Yes.
what did I say we would do together after Luck's sister is found?
I can only make it last 5 hours, so we have
There
to
you go.
we have to know like roughly when he's going to come out and how long we want it for. So there's no point in doing it now. You've got a good 3 hours before I have to turn us into animals.
What does your stick do? I'm just. What does it do? Like apart from looking
Your
like that,
stick.
just like what does it do?
Why?
I just want to know what's so interesting about it.
Well, I mean, look at it.
You can make it a light glow in the branches that cup together at the top.
Oh, yeah.
Turn into a torch. So
I'll
you,
do that.
yeah.
Is that it?
No. Why do you think that I could go over to the poison and you couldn't?
Oh, so that does like. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so it does things.
I'll turn the light out.
Okay, good because that's a fucking moment. I don't want to be an animal.
Well, you've not come up with a better idea.
No, which I'm trying.
So what you're saying
I'll
is
be-
any idea that you come up with isn't as good as my one, so
No,
we should just
that's-
turn ourselves into animals.
Listen, I can control shadows, but only for 10 minutes.
That's
What
fine.
if the walk is longer than 10 minutes?
Well, exactly.
And then we jump him. I don't know.
You think you can jump that man?
I'm not jumping no one.
Okay. I guess I could be.
I'm like
Good man.
patting the mouse, being like, oh my god,
doing
it's doing
circles
it.
in your market.
I
Good
just. If anybody finds out about this, I know who would have told them. Okay? Just. We've worked together for a while, but if anyone finds out about this, a line has been crossed.
They won't.
Okay? Because a line is already being crossed. I like being a human. This is lovely.
Well, you're not going to be stuck, is it, forever?
I don't know that. You could fuck with me. I don't know.
I can't do it for that long.
No one will know.
Okay. Fine. I hate this. This sucks.
That's just like popped up again and it's like,
Luck's doing like a little.
I hate you guys. I think I actually hate you guys.
Have a cigarette.
So what are we going to do for the next few hours then?
Smoke.
Oh, all right.
So you wait around for a few hours, okay? And you're like looking in discreetly as you.
Yeah.
It's actually not hard because it's so mucky that it's only your sharp eyes that you can actually make stuff out, okay? And you see him talk to a few different people, and eventually you're like, okay, it looks like he's actually finishing up. So after about 3 hours, it looks like he's actually getting ready to leave. So you tell the rest of the party this.
We will have in that time decided what everyone's going to be. I will have turned you back
Yeah.
towards the end,
Yeah.
so you could give your input.
yeah.
Robert is just literally like I don't know, like fully just kind of like I guess a rat.
All right, a rat.
Can you change me first, just so I don't have to watch, just so I can't change my mind.
I think I'm going to be a bird.
I was also thinking of bird.
Well, we could have like 2 rats and 2 pigeons.
I wouldn't want to be a pigeon though.
I want to be a crow.
I want to be a
Oh, I love the look at all the crows we
I
have.
just think
here.
a pigeon is a little bit more unnoticeable.
Owls have really good eyes.
Just be something practical.
I think an owl is practical. I can see where they're going. They're silent as anything. Have you ever heard an owl fly by?
Yes.
No, you haven't. You might have heard them hoot, but you've not heard them fly.
I definitely notice owls though, and I don't really notice pigeons.
1 pigeon is fine. 2 pigeons is weird. 3 pigeons, owls. 1 owl's fine. 2 owls are weird. You know.
Or you could have 1 owl and 1 pigeon.
You're making me turn into a rat. Be a pigeon.
I'll be a pigeon.
All right, fine.
And what's Sylvie gonna be?
So he's also a rat?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I like being a mouse, and what's the difference really?
You don't want to fly?
Well, I could, but if I'll fly, I'll be another pigeon.
Oh, but
We can't leave him on his own, though.
All right, fine.
Who
I'll be
knows
fine.
what he'll get
Robert,
up to.
Robert, for you, I will be a rat to show you that it's not that bad.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
With them in rat form,
Mm-hmm.
can they talk to each other as rats?
No.
All right. So we're just going to follow him, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're just gonna see.
Go follow him,
And-
go
and-
to his place.
Yeah, I don't think anyone should do anything dangerous. I don't think anyone should try anything.
Do I know how squishy each of those are?
Very.
Don't get hit.
Could I change my? Could I like if I wanted to force myself back into Robert if I had to at any
No.
point? So it's literally under your control.
If you take damage and you drop the 0 grip points in that form, you immediately revert back to your.
Brilliant.
No, I've not told him that, so he doesn't know that.
Oh yeah.
What happens to my cane?
Oh,
Oh, it
everything's
becomes
absorbed.
part of you.
Everything
Like
is
my
absorbed.
staff.
Yeah. Everything is absorbed. Now you lose the ability. Like so,
I lose the
if
ability
you are
to
in
use
your
it.
animal form, the resistance to poison is maintained. So passive abilities of magic items still work in an animal in a shifted form, but any active abilities of the magic item you lose.
Okay, cool.
And you can't cast any spells.
Okay.
Very well.
All right.
So you
I'll
quickly.
turn you into a rat, you into a pigeon, you into a rat, and me into a pigeon.
I thought you were going to be an owl.
No, I've been told to be a pigeon.
Okay.
I said one owl's fine, but two.
Oh, okay, then I'll be an owl. Yay!
Okay.
And my rat stat's the same as my mouse stat.
Yeah. Basically.
Nice.
Okay. So
Defense
What
of
am I,
19
owls?
and 1 grip point.
Yeah. So, you quickly shift your forms, and you've just finished casting the spell on yourself as the last person when you see John Beckel walk outside, light up a cigarette, look around, and just start walking.
Scurry
What are our
along.
stats?
I didn't think to make owls stats
Why?
or pigeon stats.
Why?
So, I'm going to say that as a owl,
Mm-hmm.
you have 2 grip points,
Slow.
a defense of 18.
Oh, I'm not fucking out.
As a pigeon,
Yeah.
you have 1 grip point and a defense of 17. Okay?
What's my defenses of right again? Sorry.
19. So if people want to give me stealth rolls, the rats get a +5 to stealth, pigeon gets a +2, and the owl, because the owl is in flight, I'm going to say it's a +4.
Fuck yeah.
You are a silent flyer, but you're still a feckin' owl.
Yeah.
Right, 15 for my
I've got
rat.
that 20.
That's
The rats are
Rat
fine.
Robert is great.
+2.
21.
So I guess a total of 25 then. So yeah, nat 20.
Oddly, he doesn't appear to have spotted the owl. Okay? But you see him glancing around, and you see him, he clocks you as a pigeon, and then he clocks you as a rat. And he's continuing to walk along for another 10 minutes. But he's mad at you, and you can tell he's realizing, I'm being followed by animals.
I, as a rat, I'm just gonna behave like a rat. Like I don't. As in, I'm just gonna I've sniffed something out over here.
Oh,
I'm trying to not be in a straight line, if
stop-
that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
stop in a tree.
Like if I find a bit of gross food in a gutter as a rat, I'm gonna start nibbling on it.
Robert as a rat is walking by like, oh, you're fucking gross.
How's Robert feeling right now?
Um,
I'm letting them get a bit ahead if I
Yeah,
have to,
I-
just to recover a bit.
Robert's neck hurts because he's looking up a lot.
That's fair.
Yeah, but he's very much sticking to walls and sides. He's not doing any rat behavior. He's just being stealthy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with my roll. I got a nat 20. So.
Oh no, you're good. He hasn't spotted you, and he hasn't spotted the owl.
Slow.
Okay.
Well, I'm keeping an eye from above.
Yeah, you're up high.
Yeah.
No, I get that. Yeah.
But I'm keeping an eye on these two too, just to keep track.
Okay. So, as you're continuing along, you see he stops again, pulls out a cigarette, lights it, smoking it, just chilling for a moment, enjoying the crisp, fresh London air of Victorian London. As he's looking around, and all of a sudden his dagger comes flying through the air at our pigeon
What the fuck, Neil?
and hits for...
Shit.
I need a D4. There's a D4. Okay, that
I
is
mean, it doesn't matter.
7 points of damage. So you had 1 point as a pigeon, so you take 6 points of damage yourself.
And
you're back here.
Right.
As you
Okay.
fall to the ground,
So,
a dagger having fall, it cut you and then fell to the ground in your human form.
fuck, okay.
It reaches into his pocket of his coat.
So I've just fallen from the sky.
You weren't that. I'm not gonna say you weren't falling. You were like say perched somewhere. So I'm not gonna give you fall damage. Okay? Fall damage in this system is actually really messed up and nasty. Okay. Like after a couple of meters, you are wrecked by fall damage. Okay, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay. But pulls out a very very ornate looking bottle. Okay, it's a glass bottle. And it's like very, very fine cut glass. He says, that just won't do. And he throws it down, smashing it on the ground. And as he does, you see what looked to be just water in it suddenly shifts and morphs, growing bigger and bigger and bigger, as in a moment there is this large creature of pure water standing over you. And that is a perfect place to take a pause in our story.
No! What?
Oh no!
As soon as the dagger landed in
What the
I was like, let's
fuck?
figure it out next time. We're done.
Join us for
Yes.
talks around the teapot next.
Yes?
Yeah.
Unless we have a different name for it.
No, we can keep it at that.
Yeah,
Unless you wanted it.
I'll put it as like Fey Earth edition. Yeah.
All right, thank
Rio's
you for
thinking
watching.
of one. We'll see if they can come up with one.
Yeah, we'll see if we can
Yeah.
get
In
one.
the time.
But for now, we'll talk down the teapot.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Come back
to our
next-
patrons.
I'm so excited. I need to know what happens.